Crowd here gathered at Nosey Road for what will become a traditional derby clash. Saints first out on the pitch. Today's matchday mascot, Megan Ashby, 4 years of age, from St Austin's Roman Catholic Primary School, as the Saints are introduced one by one. Two unbeaten sides on show today, so obviously something has to give. Halifax and Castleford, the only other two unbeaten ones. This is Saints and Wigan's third game of the season. Psychological advantage for today's victors. Saints with good wins over Bradford and Oldham, amassing 99 points for with 28 against. Wigan with excellent wins over Workington and Sheffield, 100 points for and 26 against. Nothing in it, just a 3-point goal difference, or points difference I should say. Wigan now taking the pitch. As I said, this bank holiday fixture, once we start the Super League next season, we'll probably take over from Boxing Day. We'll be playing Boxing Day this year, and that'll probably be the last Boxing Day fixture, this bank holiday and the Good Friday fixture. The teams for this afternoon: Saints unchanged for the third time in a row. Steve Prescott at full-back, Joey Hayes, Andy Northey, Paul Loughlin and Anthony Sullivan at the three-quarters, Scott Gibbs and Bobby Golding. Scott Gibbs, who played excellent midweek at Oldham, certainly improved on his performance against Bradford. Adam Fogarty, Kieran Cunningham and Apollo Perolini in the front row. Via Matatea, Sonny Nicol and Chris Joint the back three, and the subs are Andy Haig, Phil Beavers, Bernard Dwyer and Ian Pickabans. The Wigan side: Chris Radlinski at full-back, Jason Robinson, Vega Twiggamala, Gary Conley and Martin Afire, back with his black hair this afternoon, unless he sprayed it in the dressing room beforehand. Nigel Wright, and a change at scrum half, Henry Paul in for the injured Sean Edwards. Training, he pulled a hamstring earlier in the week, so that's the sensational news here from Nosey Road. Terry O'Connor, Martin Hall and Neil Cowie in the front row, with Simon Horton, Mick Cassidy and Andrew Farrell the back three. Rob Smythe, Kelvin Skerritt, Martin Dermott and Scott Quinnell are on the bench. Andy Farrell the captain, and the mercurial Bobby Golding. And Bobby Golding there with the matchday mascot, Megan Ashby, 4 years of age, just pointing in the direction of the tunnel. And we get on with this afternoon's game. We're going to kick off, playing from the clubhouse end up to the Eddington stand end. This fixture won't lack anything: the pride, the passion, and there's nothing like a Saints and Wigan derby. It couldn't be tighter, could it? Just 3 points difference in points difference separating the sides. Wigan at the top after 2 games. St Helens just in second position. Wigan get the game underway. Saints playing downfield to the clubhouse end, as I said, with the aid of a slight crosswind. Tackling's going to be the name of the game. O'Connor in there. St Helens, it was Paul Loughlin that had the first touch. Now it's Fogarty coming through. Certainly in the build-up, the crowd's here very early. The gates opened at 12:30, and the crowds are waiting. The passion, and it's certainly the thought of today's derby makes the hearse stand up on the back of your neck. Excellent tackling there. Connolly in with Nigel Wright, and we know what Connolly can do, can't we? The ex-Saint. It's now with Sonny Nicol. Cunningham fed him. Golding again, kick into that bottom corner. The restaurant and the main stand side. Radlinski, this exciting lad, in at full-back, usually on the wing. But the touch judge in. Obviously he's seen a little bit of jiggery-pokery. And as long as he plays the game and does the same thing for both sides, we can't grumble. But the first penalty of the game going to Wigan. Paul Loughlin, it looks as though, who's being pulled out. He's been spoken to by referee Russell Smith. Sit back and enjoy the next 80 minutes of war between the game's most bitter enemies. I use the bitter in a loving sort of way. Wigan in possession, up to the halfway line. Solid tackling is going to be the name of the game. How the game could be really tight, or we could have one team running out with a big score. Certainly, anything could happen. Wigan have done it all. The record speaks for itself. Over the last 10 years or so, there's nobody to touch Wigan. Steve Prescott threading his way through. Cassidy, he brings him down. Joey Hayes in his first derby. Exciting player, Joey Hayes. Must be likened to Jason Robinson. Certainly a jack-in-the-box character that can turn in and out. But Wigan coming in with the tackling as Saints try to move it over to the main stand side. Perolini. Via Matatir. Strong second row runner. Golding puts a tester up. Radlinski is underneath it. A pressure take. Oh, he took it well, didn't he, Radlinski? But Saints follow up. Well, it's obviously, I was just getting carried away there. Saints did follow up, but he took it cleanly in the in goal earlier. Then that's a restart from the 20. And Robinson, he's the man there. Just on about him before, comparing him with Joey Hayes. Excellent competitor, Robinson. And he could have easily gone to the Broncos, couldn't he? We know there's no sentiment at Wigan. It is a business, and we know with Frano Botica, who's suffered a double break of the leg. He was supposed to be going back to Wigan, but Wigan know that he'll be out of the game for too long, 9 months, and they've released him from his contract. Henry Paul, given a lot of room there. The Saints hold off him. He plays it to himself. He chips it through. The ball's loose. Apollo Perolini picks it up. Must have been in an offside position. Touched a Saints player, and Perolini picked it up. Second penalty of the game going Wigan's way. A scoring chance. Andy Farrell, prolific goal scorer in Wigan's 2 opening games with 14 goals. And Bobby Golding's kicked 15. We're going to have 18 tries to the Saints 17. I think it's 17 tries anyway that Saints have scored. 16, I beg your pardon. 16 tries, 17 goals and a drop goal. We're going to have 18 tries, 14 goals. 2 of the best attacks in the game. Early points on the board, look as though they're going to come Wigan way. Still be nothing in it. This lad, only 20 years of age, Farrell, the captain, and he's took to it like a duck to water, hasn't he? Excellent competitor, strikes it well, and Wigan register the first points. A 5th minute Farrell penalty goal. (2-0) Wigan lead. Some excellent pressure. Henry Paul given a lot of room, took it through, played it to himself, dribbled it through. Apollo Perolini caught offside. Farrell converted it. Wigan now have possession, just outside their own 20. Good run from Cassidy, equally good tackle from Perolini. Farrell keeping the ball moving, on to Hall, now to Cowie. Wigan move it right. Gibbs in at the standoff berth, and he had an excellent game, as I said earlier, on Wednesday evening at Watersheddings. And Sheffield, Oldham and London Broncos at the bottom end of the table, and sides like St Helens and Wigan should be giving these sides a good drubbing. I was amazed that Sheffield put 20 past Wigan on Central Park on Wednesday. So Prescott now with the tester. An awkward bouncing ball. Wigan have it. It's still on the last tackle, is it? The referee with his hand up in the air. Paul dribbled it through and Sullivan came up with possession. Prescott comes away with it. It looked a little suspect as Prescott picked it up. The referee was right on the job. Saints have the possession. Early minutes, approaching 7 minutes gone. Wigan in the lead by 2 points to 0. Gibbs acting half-back, back to Golding, peppers it down to this bottom left-hand corner, or top right-hand corner I should say. Bottom left-hand corner as Saints are playing down to the clubhouse end. Saints playing with the aid of a breeze, crossfield breeze. It's Wigan head and ball. Henry Paul in for the injured Sean Edwards. Bit of disappointment to Wigan. You know how influential Edwards can be. But there's plenty of talent in the ranks, Wigan. They all play for each other and they break quickly. Gary Connolly. The ball to a fire, he's lost it. Andy Northey comes up with it. Saints have got to break quickly. Robinson coming with a tackle now. It's Joey Hayes into the Wigan 20. First possible scoring chance for the Saints. They move it left. Golding trying to draw the defence in. Matatia back to Golding. The Golding puts the ball on to Lachlan. Oh, superb tackle there as Robinson covered him well. Golding from the dummy half position. Only a yard short. Saints putting the pressure down. Fogarty at dummy half. Chris Joint. Matatia took it on his bootlaces. The ball put back and Chris Joint knocks it forward. I don't think he was expecting it, but Matatia did well to take it. Just a pass earlier on. The fire breaks through. 2 tackles. Wigan pressing again. Cassidy. 10 metres short of the halfway line. Wigan weather the storm. And they come away with it. Connolly sided through. Oh, Connolly, a brilliant individual try. Right under the sticks. And Saints defence caught napping there. Superb try by Gary Connolly. Took the Saints on there, caught them napping. Went 60 metres there. Must have been 60 metres for that try. Bitter disappointment for the Saints there. After Wigan had weathered the storm, then they came away 10 metres short of the halfway line, and Connolly from the acting half-back position got the ball, went through some feeble Saints defence. Connolly's second try of the season extends the Wigan lead to 6 points to 0. And we all know about Connolly. He was here for a few seasons, and the Saints just couldn't get it right with contractual problems for Connolly, and he went to Wigan, and he's picked up every award in the game, hasn't he? Or virtually every award. Farrell now, right in front. Shouldn't have any problems. You'd put your mortgage on this one, wouldn't you? And we're going to have an 8 points to 0 lead. Strikes it well. The mixed clans in the back there in the Eddington stand. They cheer. But a great try there by Connolly. Saints now will have to regroup, and the little maestro there, the Saints captain Bobby Golding, centre field. He'll no doubt have read the riot act in just that team talk while Farrell was kicking. A fire now. Well, it was started by a fire. He ran through 2. He bounces off the Saints defence again. Well, the Saints tackling, which has been very strong in the opening 2 games, is certainly being tested today. The Fire started it off, then he took it up, and Connolly finished. Farrell has possession now. Wigan pressing up again. Horton. Hall from dummy half. Wigan again, threading the way through. Henry Paul, taken by Perolini. Support was on Paul's right, but ball transferred to the left. It's grubbered upfield. It's going to be dead. Too much beef on the ball. But Wigan, they're certainly looking these early minutes. We've only had about 10, 11 minutes. As though they can walk through this Saints defence. They'll have to be tightened up. It's a tester of both teams' characters, obviously. We know what Wigan's character is, and Saints the pretenders to the throne. And you can discount your Leeds, your Warringtons, your Bradfords and what have you. Really, there's only Saints that can give Wigan a game. Sonny Nicol slips it up and taken by Andy Northey. Northey with Hayes on his outside. Northey goes infield. Golding was there. He couldn't take it cleanly. I think just a misinterpretation as Nigel Wright goes up from the dummy half position. Saints just losing out there. A lack of correspondence as they move downfield. But Wigan pressing again. Wigan moving left. Radlinski from the full-back position turns it back. There's always a body there, isn't there? Nigel White flicks it back. Wigan lose ground. The tackle's missed. Henry Paul comes away with it. Wallace's throw. The tackling is atrocious by the Saints. Eric Hughes will be tearing his hair out. Martin Hall rubbers it for the corner. Robinson was chasing it. And Steve Prescott kicks it back in field. Scrum down, head and feet to the Saints, but it's Wigan that's putting all the pressure on. They're putting Saints under the cosh. 13 minutes gone, 8 points to 0. Saints are trailing. Golden feeds. Sullivan. 3 tries under his belts. As Joey Hayes, who certainly could do with some tries off them this afternoon to get the Saints back in the game. Good break there by Loughlin. Sullivan from dummy half. Saints have got to spread it. Let the ball do the work. Try to beat this tight Wigan defence. And there's not many lapses in the Wigan defence, is there? The tackling is excellent. Northey. Over the halfway line. Now the last tackle of this sequence of 6. Cunningham inside to goal and he chips it through. Prescott wins the chase, turns it inside to Joint. Saints spread it out wide. Loughlin can't take it. Did touch a Wigan hand and came back, but the break was there. But it's on the 6th tackle and the turnover will be made. Just not going the Saints' way in the early minutes. Robinson breaks out to the tackle. Defence is going to be the key if the Saints are going to come up with the 2 points this afternoon. Simon Horton, powerful second rower, finally wrestled to the ground by Sonny Nicol. Hall out to the wing, short pass from Farrell there to Connolly. Certainly looks suspect from our angle. A fire. Inside ball. Terry O'Connor. Via Matatia takes him round the chest. Apollo Perolini comes in, the second bite of the cherry. But obviously Russell Smith has adjudged that to be a high tackle. And Wigan will take the 2 points, I feel. Farrell there right on the job. You know, Sonny Nicol got sent off midweek. And he's up for orders next Thursday at the disciplinary. Colin Morris was the referee, and he actually refereed Oldham's game yesterday against Warrington. Quite a few high tackles in that went unpunished. Unpunished in either sin bin or sending off. But it's a chance now for Wigan to extend their lead to 10 clear points. Saints still yet to put points on the board. And it must be said they've led to their own downfall in this opening 15 minutes. The tackling has been abysmal. So Farrell. "25 metres out. Just to the left of the sticks. Shouldn't have any problem. Strikes it well. The touch judges raise the flags. 2 more points for Wigan. "10-0 now. Wigan in a healthy lead. Five times last season, Saints and Wigan met. Wigan won 4 times with 1 draw with that cup first round tie, 16 apiece at Central Park, and we couldn't match our performance when we came back here to Knowsley Road. You can't afford to give Wigan a big lead. We know we've had some games where Wigan have had a decent lead and Saints have clawed their way back throughout the full 80 minutes. Let's see if they can do it today. Cowie with a block-busting run. Now it's Farrell. Big hit there from Matatier. Even though Farrell wasn't grounded at the first attempt, it took Loughlin and Matatier to come in again to pull him down. Wigan move it on the short side. Anthony Sullivan has to take it in the in-goal area. Can't get out of trouble, can he? He can't. Good tackling, good following up there. Jason Robinson, one of the tacklers in there. The ball was chipped through. It put pressure on the Saints. Wigan know they've got Saints rattled a bit. And a drop out from between the sticks. Goaling just comes in, takes his time. He'll drop it out. Want to get some length on this kick. He does. There's 55 metres there. Radlinski takes it. He's off on a run, side-in run. Radlinski through the first line of defence, but Nickel bounces him to the earth. Paul onto O'Connor. He brings it to the popular side. 20 metres from the Saints line. Wigan pressing again. Cassidy. Solid display by our friends from Central Park. Hall takes it centre field. Wigan move it cross field. Into passing there with Paul and Wright. And with the exclusion of Edwards, Paul doing quite a decent job. Twigger-Marler powers his way through. Joint and Loughlin bring him to earth. Well, the referee's not in again, is he? Giving him a facial is the indication. I mean, the man is coming through. He's about 17 stone there. My word, what can you do? You've got to get a grip of the fella. We are playing a body contact sport. We're not pouncing about like the round ball game where they're blowing kisses to each other. And Saints are penalised for allegedly giving a facial. Well, Wigan, they're not taking the 2 points. They know they've got Saints on the rack a little bit. And Farrell, they're giving these players a bit of room. A tap restart, a set of 6 now. And the Saints defence going to be tested again. Well, no ball back yet. Somebody snattled it in the paddock there. Hall restart. Short ball to O'Connor. 5 metres short now. Hall again. As ever, Wigan running with a purpose, running hard and strong. Only the firmest of tackles will be sufficient. Wigan change the direction of play. Cassidy. A big gap there. If Wigan can move it left. Paul. He draws the defence in. Well, there's the gap I was on about. Jason Farrell right under the sticks. You could see that big gap there emerging in the Saints defence. And 90 minutes into the game, Wigan cross the whitewash again. Andy Farrell with his try. It's his second try of the season. Farrell again, right from in front of the sticks, on the mound of sand. Farrell using the sand. The Saints, Bobby Golden uses a plastic tee, but it's all one-way traffic. Halfway through the first half. 20 minutes gone. And Wigan commanding in the lead at 16 points to 0 when Farrell pops this one over. And there's no doubt about it. As you can see now, this new directive, the players can't gather in between the uprights or underneath the crossbar. They've got to go at either side while the goal kicker attempts to take the kick. Farrell slots it between the uprights. 16 points to nil, as I said. 12 points, isn't it? 12 points to the boot of Farrell. Oh, 12 points to Farrell. The Saints making a substitute. Dead Bernard Dwyer on. Wigan in possession, and it's been all one-way traffic. I'd love to see what the figures are. Possession-wise and territory-wise, more or less been all Wigan. Saints, when they did have a chance in the 20, just fluffed it. Is it one of those days that just isn't going to be one of those days? So Bernard Dwyer on, right in at the action. Jason Robinson scampers away. He's got to be seen to straight away. Got to get this man round the leg, just as Scott Gibbs did there. Cover coming in over the top. And Wigan again, press. They just break into the Saints half. Hall grubbers it through. Well, it's played the Saints man. The tackle count should be on 6 as Hall kicks it again. Has that got in on the full? Well, it certainly has. The referee will rule the turnover now. Saints with possibly only the second or third touch of the ball in this 22nd minute. And let's see if they can get something together and put points on the board. They certainly need a score. Golding. Nickel. Wigan penalised. Going in enthusiastically in the tackle. Neil Cowie. Surprise, surprise. We'll have a little chat there with Russell Smith, and Neil Cowie will say, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. Sonny Nickel felt the full force of that. And Nickel's old sparring partner, Kelvin Skerritt, is on the bench. Nickel and Matt out here. Certainly 2 powerful second rowers. And Graham West, the Wigan coach, will have done his homework. And Nickel, as you can see in there, he's felt the full force of that attack by Neil Cowie. Saints are going to have the penalty. And Bobby Golding there just at the back. Asking Sonny, are you ready, my friend? Let's get on with the action. Golding finds touch. 8 metres inside the Wigan half on the Popular side. And the lads underneath us on the gantry, the Popular side will be giving the old verbals, won't they? Cunningham, the dummy half. Apollo Perolini running strong. Wants to get up quickly. Not allowed to. Now Saints running the angles. Kieran Cunningham gets the ball away to Chris Joynt. Outside is Gibbs. Lachlan onto Sullivan. Sullivan got to keep him feeble. Look at the Wigan players. But Sullivan got the ball away to Gibbs. He did well there, did Anthony Sullivan. Kept the ball alive. Saints now have got to let the ball do the work well. It's on to Perolini. Steve Prescott linked in. Perolini again. Perolini breaks out of the tackle. He's lost possession. Gary Connolly comes up with it. The referee must rule a knock on. Knock on each way. Had him feed to Wigan, I would imagine. Well, he has given the feed to Wigan, that's right. But Perolini broke out to the first line of defence. Drove again. Just couldn't take it any further. Got lost possession. Wigan with scrum possession. Andy Farrell over the 20-metre line. Hall attacked in half. Hall breaks quickly. Oh, he gives a superb dummy and drives forward. Good running there by Hall. Taken by his counterpart Cunningham. Cowie. Right. Oh, the tackling's feeble. He breaks out at 2. He unloads to Paul. Dwyer comes in, but Paul gets it away to Cassidy. Gibbs has him. Monitored him well there, did Gibbs. Twigger-Marler. Powerful 17-stone centre. And Wigan again within striking distance. Well, anywhere striking distance, isn't there? In the opposition's half. Good handling there. Wigan keep it going. The lining up here. Oh, it's a try. Nigel Wright. Eagles in. The defence there was non-existent. As Saints couldn't control this powerful Wigan attack, and Nigel Wright finished off. Wigan registered a third try. Good play there as Wigan took it up. Good running by Hall in the early stages. Then it was drove up. Farrell included in the attack as well. It brought over to the left, and quick handling by Wigan. Right there in the right space at the right time, and he went over to the left of the sticks. But 20 points to nil. He won't be all that concerned about that, I wouldn't think. So it's going to be a test of character for Bobby Golding, the captain, and his vice-captain Chris Joynt, to get things going. Paul gathers it after he kicked his legs, bounced on his legs I should say, and knocked forward. Robinson. And Wigan are a side that will punish you. If you're down, you're down. There's no respite from this Wigan attack. O'Connor. Hall from acting half. Strong running now. Andy Farrell. Well taken this time by Bernard Dwyer. We know Bernard Dwyer's tackling capabilities. He doesn't miss so many, does Barney? Horton, the big second rower into space. Prescott's coming over. Can he stop him? And he gets his hands to his legs, does Steve Prescott. But the power of this big second rower. Well, it's all one-way traffic, isn't it? Superb short ball there to Horton. And he must have run 50 metres there. To that top right-hand corner. The corner of the Eddington and the main stand. 28 minutes. 28 minutes have gone. And I bet Steve O there, he'll have been given some stick by the Pie Eaters. Steve O's tip for the title is the Saints. But we know Wigan, we know what they like, we know what they can do. And they're doing the business out there this afternoon. 24 points to nil. We know we can think about going back 1987 at Central Park, that was. Saints losing at half-time, 22 points to 6. They came out in the second half. Wigan didn't score. Saints won that day, 32-22. We can hope for a repeat. But they look very awesome this afternoon, the Pie Eaters, don't they? Farrell. He's looking for somebody to hold the ball while he tries to put it between the sticks. Finally trying to position it. Twiggamala's there. But a demolition there, 24 points at present. Looking for his 5th goal, Miss Farrell. Well, never even got off the ground. Waved away, obviously. 24 points to nil. 4 tries, 4 goals, 24 points. St Helens yet to score. Has Bobby Golding got the answer? Has Eric Hughes got the answer? Saints kick it off. Try to catch Wigan off guard. Not much chance of that, is there? Radlinski. Taken first time, Scott Gibbs. Robinson coming in at the acting half-back on numerous occasions. Hall for Wigan. Inside to Farrell. The Wigan machine drives on. Obviously this won't make happy listening to Marion Graham, the lady out of the souvenir shop. Unfortunately she's in Worcester Hospital, got in today. fancy having to go to hospital on the Saints Wigan derby. Judging by the score, she won't be too bothered, I don't think. Superb dummy by Farrell, but well wrapped up by Matatea there. Hall from dummy half. Saints giving Wigan all the time in the world. They should be pressing up on them there. That's a tester. Steve Prescott took it well. A fire was up on him like nobody's business. And Joey Hayes trying to scamper away. Nigel Wright and Henry Paul combined to bring him down. So Marion in there for a couple of days. We wish her all the best. Now it's Bernard Dwyer. Quinnell, come on there. Just been introduced to the game. Three-man Wigan tackling. Joint. There's Quinnell again. Welsh Rugby Union, or should I say ex-Welsh Rugby Union forward. And he's certainly playing from strength to strength. There is Quinnell. Playing out of his skin. On the bench today, Graham West. Just as Eric Hughes has a difficult job. Has a difficult job in team selection with that many players vying for positions. Wigan head and feed. Henry Paul from the base of the scrum. Inside to Robinson. He gets the ball away. Radlinski. Oh, loads of space for Wigan. Twiggermala. Out there to Connolly. Connolly up the centre again. Andy Northey can't tackle Connolly. Oh, it's walking day, isn't it? It is bank holiday anyway. I'm sure the Wiganers, they'll be ecstatic. Gary Connolly will as well. Another long distance try there by Connolly. Saints haven't got the answer. Connolly second from a scrum, virtually about 10 metres from their own line. Paul took it inside, Robinson took it off, then the ball transferred over to Gary Connolly. Sheer class from this Great Britain centre. We know Wigan are renowned for doing the Wigan walk when they're getting tonked. You never know, there might be a few St-Helens spectators making the way off this afternoon. 28 points to nil. Dearie me. Farrell with the conversion. Another 6 points to Wigan with 6 minutes to the interval. 5 tries, 5 goals. And the old pie eaters are singing, and why not ram it down the opposition's throat? I'm sure the Saints would do the same if the boot was on the other foot. Cunningham brings down Robinson. Now it's Twiggermala. Solid tackling by the Saints, and that's what they should have been doing for the opening 36 minutes. Not just putting it into action now. Well, Farrell straps through there. 6'3". He must be about 6'3". Well, the referee in there awards the penalty. Holding down in the tackle. Wright finds touch on the halfway line, and Wigan deadly in attack from anywhere on the pitch. O'Connor, he builds up. Perolini and Dwyer. Matautia is there as well. Looks as though he's picked up a knock. Wigan again. Moving to the right, transfer it to the left. Quinnell releases it onto Twiggermala. Twiggermala there, allowed to slip it out to Radlinski. In support is Horton. Shoulder to shoulder with Matatea. He bounces off, and Matatea comes in a little bit late there. The referee's in on him. Well, there's no excuse for that. They'd gone shoulder to shoulder. The man was tackled. He was on the floor. But Matatia came in, flopping, and Farrell will have another go for goal, and why not indeed? Approaching the 38th minute. Touch judge reporting to referee Russell Smith. He didn't want to put his arm around him like that too often. They'll be starting talking about him. Anyway, he moves away, and Farrell looking for his 6th of the afternoon. Saints forced to line up on their own line. No answer to this Wigan onslaught. Saints know they've got the talent, they can do it. But it's being tested this afternoon, and it's a no contest. If it was a boxing match, it'd have been stopped on points, wouldn't it? Farrell again, from the right of the sticks. 15 metres out. Strikes it well, slots it between the posts. Wigan bring up the 32. (32-0) Scrum down. Henry Paul to feed. Paul moves it quickly out. Connolly taking this time. Dangerous in attack. Superb in defence is Gary Connolly. But he's exposed the Saints on 2 occasions. Joint brings the tackle on Terry O'Connor. Hall, Farrell, the captain, inside to Twigamala. Blockbusting run, taken by the ankles there. Robinson. Last line of defence brings him down, Scott Gibbs. And Gibbs takes a knock. It's now with Farrell. Short chip through, nobody at home. Well, Farrell chipped it through. I think it was Prescott, just couldn't take it cleanly. Anthony Sullivan had the presence of mind to come back. Whether it was Steve Prescott, I don't know whether I'm doing him an injustice there. Just as Prescott powers his way through over the halfway line, but the Wigan defence comes back. The ball's lost. Quinnell comes up with it. Obviously the ferocity of that tackle on Prescott as Cowie. Cowie moves upfield, allowed to give the ball to Hall. A fire, he has it. Saints holding off him instead of getting in there and bouncing him to the earth. Playing actually in stoppage time. 46 seconds of stoppage time have been played. Solid tackle there, Matatia and Dwyer. And Wigan again, still in possession, right, over to the popular side. Quinnell, I think that is, that has possession. Taken down by Nickel. Wigan relentlessly persists on this side. Connolly looking for his hat-trick. Farrell inside there. Wigan just toying with the Saints. Horton, last one of the sequence, is it? Wigan press on the Saints line, and Saints going to be penalised here, are they? Or is he going to penalise Wigan? Well, a knock-on is given, had to play the ball, a scrum down with the Saints feed. Well, he picked that one out, didn't he? 32-0 the score. 1 minute and 30-odd seconds of stoppage time has been played. Saints yet to register a score. Saints possession. Under the stand, no, there's the half-time score, half-time hooter, as we're just going to say, under the stand at half-time is where the Saints will go, and Bobby Golden will lead his troops off. Eric Hughes will be down there reading the riot act, but there's Andy Farrell, 1 try and 6 goals, 16 points to Farrell. The other points coming from Gary Connolly twice, Nigel Wright, Simon Horton. They've crossed the line. So here at Nosey Road, in this bank holiday fixture in the Stones Centenary Championship, it's St Helens 0, Wigan 32. to the stand. Let battle commence. An unbelievable scoreline if you're a St Helens spectator, trailing 32 points to 0. And if you're a pie eater, what a great score, 32 points to 0. And considering that Wigan have what you would consider the star man out injured in Sean Edwards, Henry Paulin at the scrum half berth, it's a great performance. But the Saints just haven't got the tackling together in the first half. They just haven't had the answer to this powerful Wigan machine. Can the half-time team talk? Both captain there, Gobby Golding, and vice-captain Chris Joynt consulting. Eric usually read the riot act. And away we go, Saints kick-off. Quinnell. Gibbs. Two ex-Welsh Rugby Union there combined, but it's Robinson. He's been heavily involved, and this has been the key to Wigan's success. Saints have gone in for the tackle. Well, Wigan keep it going. Twigger-Marler keeps hold of it. Wigan have just kept it going. Saints have come in for the tackling, but they've been able to release the ball. Well, Twigger-Marler there, he just let it go. He wasn't interested, not interested in keeping hold of it. Chris Joynt being adjudged to have dragged the ball out. A harsh decision, I feel, there. And Farrell's going to have a go for goal, and why not? He wants to rub salt in the St Helens wounds, and the aid of the breeze. Farrell is just inside the St Helens half. Just cabbage 2 metres as he's gone forward there, right in front of referee Russell Smith's eagle eye. But 6 goals to Andy Farrell. Also scored a try. Powerful kicker with the aid of the breeze. Centre field, as you can see, you can get it the direction. He's cracked it. Taken by Steve Prescott, waved away by the touch judges. Saints now, I don't think they've had the ball for a set of 6. Let's see if they can go through the motions now, get points on the board, restore a little bit of pride. I can't see them coming back and winning the game at 32 points to 0, but you never know, do you? Along the line, Saints pressing it. Sonny Nickel, is it? No, it's Matatier, I think. It was Matatier. Taking his head guard off. There's Sonny Nickel now coming in, but they can't control it for the set of 6. Robinson again from the acting halfback. He's got to be wrestled to the ground. Cunningham did the job, but he releases the ball to Quinnell. Lachlan and Gibbs in there, and let's get this big Welshman down. Hall attacked in half. Cowie, he straightens up. 3 Saints tacklers come in. Terry O'Connor, taken by Cunningham. Wigan now, also the point of attack. Farrell. Well, runs on the diagonal. The tackle wasn't completed. He releases it. Nigel Wright onto the short side. On the main stand side, Gary Connolly now steps up, attacked in half-back. And Wigan move it inside. Radlinski, deep kick. Tester for Prescott. But it bounces dead. Little bit of respite for the Saints. 3 minutes gone in this second period. Anthony Sullivan tries to break through the defence, and this time he breaks out of the first line of Wigan defence, and Saints release the ball, move it along the line. Chris Joynt held in possession. Farrell's counterpart comes in. Lachlan from acting half brings it on the blind side. Wigan are going to be penalised for offside. Moving up too quickly. At the play the ball, Bobby Golding takes it quickly, and he's got to get this game by the scruff of the neck. Bernard Dwyer, crossfield. Horton and Hall take him down, and Saints again, the nearest to come virtually to the try line. Parolini, 2 metres short. Cunningham, now it's a Golding, short ball there. Oh, super tackling by Wigan. 3 men come in there on Veer Matatier. Goulding again. Short ball there to Loughlin. Can the big man stretch? He's forced into touching goal. Chugamala there and Loughlin just exchange pleasantries. And Wigan will restart with a tap from the centre of the 20. O'Connor. Well, Saints tackling, it'll have to tighten up. It's been non-existent in the first half. They've got to get the man around the legs, 2 and 3 in at the tackle, and stop him releasing the ball. That's what Wigan have been doing all in his first half. Well, got to get up and play it. Just lost his balance. Robinson again, coming crossfield, Joint has him. He breaks out of the joint tackle. He's like a jack in the box. He's certainly a superb player, is Robinson. Now it's with Cowie. He plays it, and Connolly off looking for his hat-trick. Gives the dummy, drives again, takes the tackle. As Andy Northey comes in, Matautia there as well. Henry Paul drawing the Saints defence in and doing an excellent job. It's on to Nigel Wright, looking for Quinnell, but Wright going on his own. Can he force his way over? Steve Prescott keeps him out. Wright kicks it forward, then he comes back. Prescott comes up with possession. Well, Wright tried to play it forward there and force his way through. It's now with Sonny Nicol. It's Steve Prescott, he gathered it. We're going to be penalised for offside. The Saints have had a couple of quick penalties. 5.5 minutes of the 5.5 minutes gone of the second half. They just haven't the key to open this Wigan defence. Still with Skerritt, Smythe and Martin Dermott on the bench. Saints just used Bernard Dwyer, so they still have Andy Haig, Phil Beavers and Ian Fickervance. But Saints are making yardage there, clawing away at this Wigan line. Chris Joint looking for support, just overrun there. Cunningham scampers away. Can Cunningham register the first try? He sidesteps. Connolly, he's there as well. It's Hall that brings him down. Now it's Sonny Nicol. Nicol for the line, is he there? The referee, he said he's knocked it forward, or he's held up over the line. Well, he knocked it forward. He's obviously in the field of play, and he's brought him back to the 10-metre line. 10 metres from the Wigan line, 10 metres in from the main stand side. Head and feet to Wigan. And Nicol coming perilously close, but lost control of the ball right on the line. Henry Paul comes away with it. The ball is supposed to go in the tunnel now. It does this time. Comes out at the back of the scrum. Martin on fire. Well, he ducked in the tackle there. Nothing wrong with that as Chris Joint comes in. Andy Farrell, big man, has to be taken cleanly. Gibbs did. A fire again. Danger man. Another danger man. Well, they're all danger men in the red and white hoops, aren't they? Saints just haven't got it together this afternoon. No further addition to the 32 points to nil half-time score. We've had 7.5 minutes played in this second 40. Terry O'Connor powering through. Chugamala just taking a knock. Joint in with the tackle. And Hall attacked in half. Wigan move it centre field. Cowie straightens up. Well, that looked a little high there on Cowie. And Veer Matatier looked high from our angle. The referee was right in on the job. Matatier and Chugamala, two Western Samoans there. Perolini there as well. He'll be spoken to. The referee stops the game. Matatier comes over in the presence of Saints captain Bobby Golding. Russell Smith just laying down the law. Wigan will have the penalty. Matatier was put on report at Watersheddings on Wednesday evening, but he was cleared by video evidence. And Cowie there, you know Cowie, he'll take the knock, he can give it as well. He's not one that goes through a game without banging a few heads. But Wigan now with the penalty, move upfield. They take it quickly. O'Connor in, drives in, 30 metres from the Saints line. Clawing away, they gain valuable yardage to Wigan, 10 further metres. Now it's with Farrell. Turns in the tackle, the ball's got to be stopped. The man's got to be taken round the legs and tackled round the arms, but Wigan move it across field, right, Twigamala, running off him is Martin, a fire, and a fire's going to go in under the sticks. Oh, it's easy, isn't it? 9 minutes of the second half gone, and Wigan get on the scoreboard yet again. Martin a fire with his third of the season. Drove in well there by Wigan. They moved it across field from the right hand side to the left, and a lovely drop off ball. I think it was Twigamala that gave him the last pass, but drew it well over to the left, slipped a lovely ball to a fire coming in on the opposite diagonal, and no problem. Under the sticks he goes for the try, and just a formality for Farrell. Right in front of the sticks, 10 metres out. Just tips over. Quite a strong breeze blowing behind the Wigan team down to the scoreboard end, the restaurant end, the clubhouse end, or whatever end you want to say. And at the half-time interval, quite a few Saints spectators obviously disillusioned by the performance this afternoon. They've trailed off. As I said, it's usually Wigan doing the Wigan walk, but unfortunately this afternoon the homesters, they've had enough. You don't mind getting beat, but when you're getting thrashed. So Haig on now for Paul Loughlin. 51 minutes of the game gone. Wigan have the possession, it's Robinson. Dwyer comes back, brings it down at the second attempt. Not a concern at the play of the ball. It's O'Connor that's driving forward. Joint and Cunningham, they come in. And Wigan move it to the popular side. Cowie. That's a tear in. Along with Andy Haig, just come in with the action. Blindside ploy, Martin Hall turns it back. There's always a Wigan pair of hands there in there. Wherever Wigan turn it in, there's always a body in support. Farrell punches his way out to the, well, I don't mean punches his way, but ploughs his way out to the Saints tacklers, but Golding intercepts it, drives it 30 metres upfield, has the ball dragged out of his hands by Neil Cowie. He takes it quickly, does Bobby. He got to get a grip of this game. Well, the referee, as he brought play back, Golding took it quickly. So he's speaking to Cowie. Will he give Cowie 10 minutes for whatever reason? Unless it's mouthing. Saints into the Wigan 20. Panalini straightens up, drives again. Wigan down to 12. The ball's released to Bernard Dwyer. Dwyer goes for the line. 2 metres short. 3-man tacklers there, Redlinski. Quinnell in at the action. Short ball. In pick of Anton. Just slipped on, now it's Cunningham. He straightens up, is he over for the try? The referee's looking, well, he's given the try. Saints come up with the first points. 54 minutes have gone. And Cunningham registers the Saints' first points of the afternoon. Good work there by the Saints as they pressed it forward. But a touchdown for the 4-pointer. The referee was right there. Bobby Golding converts the Cunningham try. Saints are on the board at 38 points to 6. 25 minutes of the game left. Matatia replaced by Ian Pickavance. So whether it's Villa's been replaced with things just warming up a little bit between him and Cowie. But Wigan down to 12 players for the next 8 minutes. Cowie in the sin bin. 38 points to 6 to score. Scott Gibbs gathers it, feeds it inside to Andy Haig. Joey Hayes attacked in half. He's coming in just the same as Jason Robinson is, and Hayes off on a run. Powers his way forward. Not the tallest of players, but built like a brick outhouse and drives his way up forward. Good yardage from the wingman. Cunningham. Golding, lofted ball, taken by Haig, gives the dummy, but Wigan don't take it there. Wright, I think it was, that came in with a tackle. Dwyer, taken by Twigger-Marler, he releases it back. Cunningham, out to Golding. Golding straightens up, he drives for the line, support from Dwyer. Saves within 2 metres of the Wigan line, it's the last tackle of the sequence. Pickavance going on his own, the ball will have to be released if he can. It's the 6th tackle there, it's going to be a turnover. Whether Ian Pickavance knew was the 6th tackle, we don't know. He tried for the try, and Connolly now looking for his hat-trick. Look at him there, bamboozle the Saints defence, in and out. Connolly still going, and he's still driving. 60 metres he's run, 70 metres, releases it to Hall, inside to a fire. Well, Wigan just waiting for the players to follow up and regroup. Oh, it's walking day, isn't it? Simon Horton. Wigan come from their own line to within 30 metres of the Saints line, or even less. Robinson, well, 20 metres it is. Robinson, oh, he's under the sticks. That's out of the top drawer, isn't it? That's superb rugby by Wigan. 17 minutes of this second half gone. Robinson finishes it off. His 4th try of the season, but you can put that down to Connolly, can't you? He took it on his own line, he drove 60-70 metres downfield, he turned it inside, a fire grabbed hold of it, a fire went over, then Robinson got hold of it and right under the sticks he went. And 44 points to 6 the score will be. And plenty of Saints trailing out of this Nosey Road Arena, Saints spectators. As I said before, you can be beaten, but when you're being stuffed, it's time to go. Be quite honest, Saints thought they had the beating of Wigan this afternoon. All one-way traffic, 38 points to 0. At one stage, 10 minutes into this second half. Then Cunningham got a try, and then virtually from the start there, Robinson finished off after that excellent work by Connolly. Robinson again, well, he cabbaged 2 yards there, he should be penalised for that. That's right, that's correct decision. He's penalised there, he was pouncing about, trying to cabbage yards, and the Saints have the penalty. He said something out of turn. Well, why doesn't he give him 10 minutes in the sin bin for descent? The Saints press again, Perolini, 8 metres short of the Wigan line. Cunningham, Golding, on to Pickavance again. Knocked forward, the ball knocked forward, says referee Russell Smith. He was right there. And it was put to referee Smith, eagle-eyed there, saw the knock on. Twigger-Marler has possession now. Brushes Steve Prescott off. He draws the defence in and Connolly comes in field. Now it's Radlinski. Wigan are off again. Long distance stuff up to the halfway line. Dwyer brings his man down. Henry Paul. Sean Edwards in the players' tunnel before. Bitterly disappointed he wasn't playing, but he must be overjoyed now at the score. Farrell taken by Pickavance and Perolini. 44 points to 6, an outstanding victory for the Central Parkers. Well, the ball has been leaked out. Looks that way. Referee moving in. Penalising St Helens, reaping the ball out. And Andy Farrell is going to have a go for goal. He certainly is. And why not? More points on the board. 7 tries registered already against the 1 for St Helens by Kieran Cunningham. Kieran's first try of the season, converted by Bobby Golding. So 20 metres out, just slightly to the right of centre. Just into the last quarter of the game, 21 minutes have gone. Farrell composing himself. And certainly Saints will want to get this one out of the system, won't they? Away at Headingley next weekend. I think Wigan play Warrington. So another 2 tough ties, and Farrell hooks it, pulls it to the right. Going on his own. Joey Hayes attacked in half. Explosive character Hayes, but no way through for him today. He plays it to himself, no marker. He drives up, Hayes again. Good work from the little man. He did well, showed the eye for the gap. 30 metres he drove forward. Now it's with Bobby Golding. Approaching the Wigan 20. Still trailing by 44 points to 6. Obviously heads must be dropped. Scott Gibbs. Gibbs onto the tackle. Back ball, Gibbs scores. Well, a lapse in the Wigan defence there. As Gibbs did well, brushed off the tacklers. Joey Hayes started it off. He showed good presence of mind, gained 30-40 metres. The ball transferred to the left. On to Gibbs, he went up to the, took it up to the Wigan defence. Even though Wigan are in the lead by 44 points to 10, you can bet with Wigan allowing 2 tries in, that Graham West will be analysing the video, scrutinising it and making the necessary adjustments. These coaches don't like their defence being penetrated. Saints certainly has been penetrated. It's had holes punched in it all afternoon. Back to the drawing board. But Golding from the base of the scrum takes the ball up. Radlinski comes in. Prescott now trying to scamper away. Rob Smythe quickly in there. One of the up-and-coming bunch of Wigan youngsters. Still on the production line with plenty of good youngsters here at St Helens. That's coming through. Cunningham away. Powers forward. Lachlan. Dwyer onto Pickavance. He straightens up. Back to Dwyer. Saints are going to throw the ball about. Gibbs again up the centre. Gibbs looking for support. He's got support with him from Steve Prescott. And that's a great try by the Saints. It's going to come all too late, isn't it? But a great try there. Bobby Golding led from in the own 20. Slipped the ball through there. Good running there by the Saints. Scott Gibbs put into a big hole. Took it up well. And Prescott backing up in support. Bobby Golding just to the left of the sticks. Slots it between. Saints now make it 16 points. Wigan 44. 44-16. 13 minutes to play. Andy Farrell will start from the centre spot. On the few occasions that he had to kick off. Saints making the scoreline look a little bit more respectable. But that was a great try by the Saints. We know what they can do. They took it well, they drove it up. It hasn't been coming off for them in the first half. The tackling's been abysmal. And one thing for certain, Wigan won't tire well. Cowie there with a facial on Ian Pickavance. Use of the elbow, rubbing the elbow on Pickavance's face. The touch judge must have seen it. But Saints keep powering away, and it's Cunningham. Short ball to Lachlan. Lachlan into space. Can he win the chase for the corner? Yes. Is he over? Tony Brown says no, he's short. That's a try. That's a try. The referee, the touch should says yes. The referee points. I think it was Stevie Prescott that went over, was it? I just couldn't see. Or was it Andy Haig? Just in the field of play. The touch judge right on the job. And Farrell kick off again. So Saints hitting back with 3 tries in 5 minutes. Only one of them converted, the middle try by Prescott. Picker once again. Saints taking the ball up, running it up hard, pulling under. Turns it inside, Andy Haig. Saints have got to back up. Throw the ball about. The only way you're going to beat this Wigan defence is Dwyer. Into the Wigan half. 20 points to the Saints, 44 to Wigan. Chris Joint. That's one of the sequence. Bobby Golding running the angle. Grubbers it through. And Fire takes it. But he breaks the free of the tackle as well. 3 tackles he's beat as a Fire. He's in and out, shake it all about. And he's finally banged to the ground by Bernard Dwyer. Horton attacked in half, I think that is, or is it O'Connor? No, it's Horton. We're going to have the possession. They've not had much of the ball in the last 5 minutes. That's probably why Saints have scored 3 tries. But they want to settle it down. Farrell, the captain, coming through there. Taken down by Lachlan. Short ball there onto O'Connor. He tries to turn it in field. Well, it wasn't reaped out, that. He'd lost possession. The referee says it was reaped out. He turned round O'Connor there. He was going to release it, and he lost control of the football. The referee said that it was reaped out. Bad decision there as far as I'm concerned. And the popular side faithful just letting the referee know what they think of that decision. Martin Dermott come on for the last few minutes. Dermott again at dummy half. On to Farrell. Dermott. Short ball there. Oh, super pass that. Horton coming through. I think that was at pace. It was, and he was held short. It's Dermott, the provider. The ex-Great Britain hooker. Wigan again, pressing for the corner. Is he in? He's lost possession. He's knocked it forward. Martin afire. Couldn't control it. Bobby Golding brings it away. He scrummed down. Head and feet to the Saints. 10 metres from the Saints line. 10 metres in from the main stand side. Here at Knowsley Road, and Saints have the possession. Steve Prescott turns in the tackle, tries to clear the ranks. Watertight Wigan, virtually watertight, come up in a line. Andy Northey. Now with Bernard Dwyer. Cunningham, Joint straightens up. Obviously the holes are there in the Wigan defence. But Saints haven't been able to capitalise on them in the well, they didn't in the first half, and it was into the last quarter before Saints really got a grip of the game. And that's their own game, I should say, not a grip of the actual game. Wigan well in command at 44 points to 20. Saints throwing it about. Bernard Dwyer looking for runners. Gibbs was on his right. Dwyer came into the tackle, lost possession. Wigan came up with it. Radlinski scampers away. Radlinski supporting time for Robinson. Oh, that's super stuff, isn't it? Saints caught on the hop. Robinson in for his second. 33 minutes of the second half gone. Saints lose possession as Dwyer took the ball up. Wigan come away with it. Short ball to Radlinski. Farrell now right in front. With the left foot, slots it between. Wigan register the 50. Wigan 50, St Helens 20. So Golding again, and no doubt Eric Hughes and his coaching staff have witnessed it live. They'll scrutinise the video again as Radlinski breaks through. Full-time professional now, the Saints. And once they get into the swing of it, obviously peak fitness will be the order of the day, but the tackling has been abysmal this afternoon. And the mighty Wigan move forward. Smythe, taken by Northey. Henry Paul, coming crossfield. Bernard Dwyer comes back for a second attempt. Dwyer and Golding bringing down, and Golding. Well, Henry Paul is obviously grieved there. There must have been something in at the tackle there. Dwyer and Golding came in, and Bobby Golding going to be spoken to. Completely out of character for Bobby Golding this afternoon. His temperament has been superb since he's moved to St Helens, and obviously an indiscretion there. And Farrell going to have a go again, just calm the play down, obviously, with 4 minutes remaining. Just let his players have a rest as Farrell tries to convert this penalty award. Left-footed kicker on the correct side for him, swinging it in on the popular side, just in from the 20 metre, just outside the 20-metre line, I should say. For a 9-try performance. Is it 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tries, I beg your pardon. 8 tries for Wigan. And Farrell slots it between the uprights. 2 more points to Wigan. His 10th goal of the afternoon. 52 points to Wigan, 20 points to St Helens. Well, that's an offside. Well, it looks as though it touched the Wigan player, and it bounced forward to a Wigan hands that was in front of the player it touched, but the referee didn't see it that way. 52-20 to score. Radlinski, centre field, 30 metres out. Wigan again, hit the straps, move it crossfield. Rob Smythe out to the first line of defence. Perolini comes in, Northey assists. Well, a little bit of obstruction there, surely, at the back of the player. It's allowed to go on. Hall chuckles to himself, then moves it to the right. Neil Cowie. Pickavance takes him. Perolini comes in with an extra 16 stone. Dermot. It's on to O'Connor, he chips it downfield. Steve Prescott evades Henry Paul. Prescott again, keeps his feet, drives it up the wing, but Gary Connolly bounces him to the earth. Joey Hayes at dummy half. Connolly in at the tackle again. Superb tackler is Gary Connolly. Time running out, 1 minute of normal time remaining, plus any stoppages. Scott Gibbs, short ball to Loughlin. Looking for support is Loughlin. He gets it away. Joint in support, joint up. Well, bounced off the chest. Wigan come up with the loose play. Rob Smythe it is. Pickavance holding there. Just Saints not backing up. Follow the man with the ball. Andy Farrell, Martin Dermot attacked in half. Onto O'Connor. Skerritt not being used this afternoon, and Phil Weaver's not being used on the Saints side. Up to now anyway, approaching the final hooter. Cowie releases it. To Dermot, onto Radlinski. Radlinski straightens up, support inside from Hall. Took it well there under a lot of pressure. May have been a hint forward, he had to drag it towards him as he moved forward, but Wigan transferred it quickly. It's touched Henry Paul, it's on to Joey Hayes. Took it well, did Joey Hayes, under a lot of pressure from Henry Paul. And Joey Hayes will remember his first derby, won't he, in a Saints shirt? For the wrong reasons, of course, as Hayes again powers his way forward. Heavy tackle there by a Fire. Long cut-out ball. Prescott. Approaching a minute of stoppage time for Scott Gibbs. Looking for one of the very few gaps in the Wigan defence. Golding chips it. A Fire comes in. Connolly's underneath it. Connolly takes it. Nicol and Northey meet him. Gary Connolly there. Just a little dive as Sonny Nicol comes in. Plays it to himself. He's been awarded the penalty. And he comes crossfield. Tackled. Releases it to Robinson. Losing ground, Wigan, but you know they can attack, and Robinson's on his way. Regains the yardage. Dermott. Had a lot of bad luck with the elbow injury. Dermott come through the 18, back into the contention in the first team. Simon Horton solidly tackled there. As Wigan still press, still looking for more points. Cowie releases it. Wigan still throwing the ball about, looking for another try, deep into injury time. 2 minutes of added time played. Dermott into the centre. Henry Paul along the line. Nigel Wright to Hall. He releases it. Ian Pickavant says thank you very much. And Pickavant breaks out of the tackle. He wants to get up and play it quickly. Horton there completed the tackle. Now it's Joey Hayes. There's the final hooter. The final score here at Nosey Road. St Helens 20, Wigan 52. 8-try performance from Wigan, 2 from Connolly, 1 each from Farrell, Wright, Horton and a Fire, 2 from Robinson, 10 Andy Farrell goals, and Saints points coming from 2 tries from Steve Prescott, 1 from Gibbs, Scott Gibbs, and a goal, I beg your pardon, a Kieran Cunningham try, and 2 goals from Bobby Golding.